Hey guys, and welcome back to Minecraft. As you guys remember from the last episode, I said that this episode was going to be just me answering questions. Also, I've been happy to announce that today, on the 24th of February, Logan Paul has finally come back to YouTube. It was just an informational video about suicide, but still, it's good to see him coming back. I mean, it really is. And I'm working with my mic here. One sec. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm still learning this new mic. So, he mainly talked about suicide. He wanted to bring into better focus of what happened back during the beginning of the year. And I'm glad he's doing, because I sent him a text back when it said that I need to take some time. I sent him a thing that said, oh God, what did I send him? It said, you did a little bit of a bad, start doing good, and right now this is a perfect first step. Logan, if you watch this, I am super proud of you, bro. Keep up the good work. You're already off to a good start. So, this episode, because it is a little bit of a episode, all I'm doing is fishing off the pier, catching fish. It's just going to be mainly an informational hour, and also I'm going to answer a few questions I found on Yahoo. First thing, as of the 24th of February, first thing that's happening is I just released the bye week for The Walking Dead. That being said, next week, oh God, I don't even have a calendar on me. Oh well, but the next week, Wednesday, there will be no episode, none at all on Wednesday, because I need to start forward recording all of the Michonne episodes. There's only 3. It's gonna take me maybe a weekend to get them all done, but still to get the editing done and get the audio placed on it and download everything, it's gonna take me a little while. So next week is gonna be a quick week. It's just gonna be the Tuesday Minecraft, which is gonna be episode 35. Yeah, episode 35, and then it's gonna be episode 18 of Assassin's Creed. I had to think about that one for a sec. Funny thing, you're going to hear in that I messed that audio up because I mislabeled on mine, and I thought we were at episode 20 when we were really at episode 17, so sorry about that. The audio is going to be a little constricting. You're going to also hear a rumbling sound. I'm working with this new mic, trying to figure out where I can put it, what I can do with it. And because of that, I sat on top of my computer monitor, which is a flat top, and it recorded. You might even be able to hear it a little bit on this audio. It rumbles, so you're gonna be hearing that a little bit. As to the plan I announced a while back, last year I believe, about in February wanting to make a cooking thing, I actually decided I'm going to be making something that's a little bit better. I know there are guys out there, along with girls, who have never done laundry, never vacuumed, never really took care of their own apartment before. That being said, instead of just doing a cooking channel, like a cooking episode, I'm going to actually call it, instead of cooking, it's going to be Cooking with Fat Man, like I originally called it, and which it is called today. But I'm also going to be making the Bachelor's Guide. So, what foods to make on a budget? How to do your laundry? How often to do your laundry? How often to clean your bedding? That kind of stuff. And just little stuff that I've learned that I know a bunch of my friends have not. And because of that, I found out it's very helpful for me. Because if they don't have the know-how or something like that, I can easily just go up and say, hey, this is what you do. And they always thank me for it. So, yeah, I'm just wasting a little bit of time telling you guys all this stuff because otherwise you guys get bored with the questions I usually ask or answer. Sorry, I took a drink. And, oh, that's another thing. I'm also going to show some of the 21-year-olds how to make a quick drink, such as like a Jack and Coke, Old Fashioned, Tammy Sue, also known as a Southern Peach. I'm going to just be showing you guys little shit along the way. This year is not only going to be me playing a few games, excuse me, because we're reaching the end of Assassin's Creed 2. We're about to go into Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Personally, that is my favorite Assassin's Creed, right behind Black Flag, because you get to play in a tank. So, yeah, I'm actually surprised how quick the series is going with that, and I've noticed from a couple buddies that they actually really like it. So, and I've noticed that there are a few more views on the channel. People have been watching a few more. I know I'm pretty much just speaking to dead air here, because not a lot of people like watching this. But either way, it's pretty cool. So without further ado, let's get into these questions that I went on Yahoo. And I had one of my buddies just randomly pick them out. So here they are. First question I got. And these are... I just grabbed them out of the folder they put them in. So for the video, we always make a little one at the end of the episode. So this is just random, pretty much. First question: do any 30 to 40-year-old people still play on video game consoles? Yes. It's not hard to see 30 and 40-year-old people playing on little Game Boy Advances, little Game Boy Colors. I know a guy who has an original Atari that he plays on. Also, I have a friend at work named Aloy who has been asking me to help him find a GameCube, give him advice on how to play Dark Souls, how to play GTA 5 online. There's a lot of things that 40-year-olds still do. Just because it's a younger generation thing where everyone's getting into video games, when the younger generation were like, we've been doing this before. Why is it now just where it's starting to get popular? Well, the 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds were there with the original 64, the NES. They know the original games. They are the OG of gamers. So, to answer your question, yeah, there are a lot of people 30 and 40 years old that still play games. It's not just a thing for younger people. Hell, I think, yeah, my grandmother asked me about a few games that she could play. So, keep that in mind, whoever posted this. Next question. Why do people dislike the new Star Wars Battlefront 2? That is a big controversy in my world, anyway. Because how I see it, I played the original Battlefront and the original Battlefront 2 before they were EA. And I can honestly say, I prefer the Battlefront 2, the original, over the remaster. Because then you get to play as Obi-Wan, Anakin Skywalker. You got to play as all the good guys. A few you still get to play as, but you didn't get to do all that. Also, back then, you could actually do the space missions, flying around and all that, and you could land in your opponent's ship and destroy it from inside, then fly around and destroy it from the outside. It was a lot more fun. And just like this one, Battlefront 1 was just trash. The other thing was the story. You actually played as a soldier, a clone, that went from the Clone Wars through Order 66 and to the end of, well, what we knew in the original 6 movies. We got to play through that. Now you're following this woman, I think her name is Linda, something like that, starts with an L. And you play as her after the explosion of the Death Star, and you progress forward up to what we know now, with Rey and Luke being older. So, I know it's a newer game and we had to let it progress a little bit, but personally, I wish they would have the original story back, because mainly a lot of people like to play the campaign. So that's why I think a lot of people dislike it, especially the people who originally played it on the PlayStation 2. So, next question. Ooh, the Skyrim question. I got all this from the gaming section. It's all from the gaming. Need Skyrim help, please. Kill people, then game over. So I have pretty much just started, about 15 minutes in, when I went to this village and killed a chicken in front of me. People then started attacking them too. Now I can't continue with my quest. I am very confused. Well, I think I know what happened. You went to Riverwood down, or whatever the hell the town's name, the first town you come to after escaping Helgen, and you saw a chicken and you decided to kill it. There, Ingrid is supposed to tell you, hey, I need you to go to Whiterun. And my bet is you killed her and killed the surrounding people, got yourself a bounty, so not only can you not continue and do the main quest, which is the story of the game, you pretty much screwed up the whole game itself, because that is a very, very easy thing to do. Don't kill the chicken. Also, that's a big meme saying, oh, I'm going to just go kill this chicken. No. When you do that, you easily go up, and the guards will hunt you down. That's a meme. So, why is your game over? Because you just restart to the point when you leave Helgen, or Helen, or whatever the hell the town's name is. I haven't played Skyrim in a while. I might actually do a let's play on that. Anyway, but yeah, just restart and you should be fine. Oh, this is a threefer. And this one's actually kind of fun. I'm gonna do it from the bottom to the top. Where are all the adoptable kids in Skyrim? I know of a few. One being the little girl. I don't know her name. I don't know any of their names, but I know there's one little girl in Whiterun by the Evergreen or Withergreen. There's a girl by one of the gates in Winterhold. There's a boy up in Dawnstar who runs supplies to the miners. And then there's the giant adoption place, orphanage, over in Solitude, where you actually kill Grendel the Kind, who's actually really a bitch, and you technically make it so you can adopt. So, and that's for the Dark Brotherhood. If you have a house, you can then pretty much just adopt 2 kids. You can go adopt up to 2 kids. It's not like, oh, I'm going to have these 2 kids live in this house. I'm going to have 2 kids live in this house. No, it's 2 kids with your wife. Can you get married a second time in Skyrim if your wife dies? Is the middle question. I actually don't know that. I really absolutely don't. I believe no. Or I believe you can if you have the Amulet of Mara still and got rid of your Band of Matrimony. Because that's technically your wedding ring. So, yeah. And this is my favorite question. What was your favorite game of 2017? Without a doubt, it would have to be GTA 5. Oh, sorry about that. 1 minute. Because I have work, I have to set a lot of alarms. Alright, sorry about that. I always forget to turn these things off or put them right here on my desk so I can just go boop, boop, boop. Sorry about that. You've heard me constantly in other Let's Plays where the alarms go off and I'm just like, oh shit. So, what was your favorite game in 2017? One of my favorite games was GTA 5 Online. How they kept adding stuff. I really like how they keep doing that. It's just, they're not trying to, they're trying hard to make it like the old original San Andreas, which is a lot of fun. Because now with the Doomsday heist, they got us back our jetpacks. which launches missiles and has machine guns on it. That's freaking amazing that you didn't have that in the last game. And there's still controversy on, when are they going to release the next game and where is it going to be? Personally, I believe they're going to put it back in Vice City. Online is going to be able to make you switch your account over. And they're going to take all your property and all your cars, and liquidate it back into money and like free up certain cars and upgrades and all that stuff. So you can not only get the houses you originally had, but you can also get all the weaponized vehicles, all the cars you had, all that spit. Personally, I believe that they should make online its own game. Kind of like what they did with Spits. What did they do that with? Anyway. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. They literally made and also Assassin's Creed 3. They actually separated the game into the game and the multiplayer. Personally, I think they should do that because online is so much more immersive and fun than the actual game. I mean, they added all this stuff to upgrade your weapons. You can make different industries to get money. I mean, personally, I hope it runs for a couple more years because it's a very, very fun game. Another one of my favorites is they released Assassin's Creed Origins, which ties in so perfectly with all the other games that we're playing right now. Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, especially 2 with Amunet statue and Amunet in the ending of the game. That's kind of cool. It's actually tying everything in. And I hope that when we get up to Origins, there's at least 1 or 2 new games so we can continue to keep playing. It's a lot of fun, and I can't wait to keep going with it. It's also a very fun series. Next question. What I just talked about. Which GTA is the best? In my opinion, San Andreas was the best in terms of story and gameplay. What about you? I've played through GTA 3 to Vice to Liberty City Stories to Vice City Stories to 4, Gay Tony, Lost in the Damned, and 5. Personally, story-wise and gameplay, story-wise, I prefer GTA 4 because you come as Nico Bellic and you start literally from the bottom and you go all the way to the top, killing rival gang members, doing all this shit. So it's a lot of fun to me. The gameplay, however, I have to stick to my guns. It has to be GTA 5 Online because San Andreas was cool because you could do all kinds of weird shit, and the cheat codes, you could just boop, 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 on your controller, and you had stuff instead of opening your phone, and typing in the numbers, and then having it happen. I personally like how GTA 5 makes it so you are immersed in the game with doing your businesses and going and doing the heists and the missions. And you can do it with friends instead of all by yourself. The only other time you could do multiplayer like that was in GTA 4, and San Andreas you had a little bit, but you couldn't do it the same way. You were all connected on one screen. While 4, you could play with someone, say, in freaking Los Angeles in New York. I like how they did that. So, in my opinion, San Andreas was okay, but in terms of story, Vice City and gameplay, GTA 5 Online are my favorite GTAs. So, next question. To ask permission to use video game footage for YouTube, who do I contact, the developer or the publishers? Well, if you look at me and so many other people on YouTube who record games and just download it to the channel, there's been a lot of controversy because technically we don't need permission. Because we are just recording what we play and then it goes right to YouTube. We're not copywriting anything. If there's music, we turn it down or turn it off. That's all you gotta do, because the game itself, is free to the public. If you bought it, you technically own the rights to use whatever you record. So, and the thing with this is the developers and the publishers, they have been after YouTubers for years, like, hey, we made it, you're making money off our work. And it's true, but they also make more money off of us because, see, I'm playing Assassin's Creed. If like a million people watch me and like Assassin's Creed, that's going to make them more money because they're going to go buy the merchandise of Assassin's Creed, the games of Assassin's Creed, they're going to talk about Assassin's Creed, they're going to keep the people going with Assassin's Creed until it finally runs dry, or they just make it so the game is 2 people standing in a room, you stab them, you win, you end the game. And get 300 achievement points. So, there is that. So, I don't think you need to ask permission, but if you were going to, ask yourself if this would be something you want to post, or if it should be something that needs to be seen by the public. Like, look at me, I've already had to scrap a few episodes where I'm cussing fluently about something I'm very passionate about, and I'm like, I can't really post that, and I have to remake it. And as you guys know, I'm still a little vulgar with it, but I chill it a little bit. I bring it back. So, next question. I bought a hard drive for my PS4 that was 2 terabytes, and I can only use 1.84 terabytes of it. Why is that? The reason they do that is because they have certain files on there that need to be there. Also, it's kind of like a backdoor thing on all of them. So if, say, you download a virus and it locks you out, you can take it back, you can send it to the people who made it, and you can actually get them to go through the back door and let you back in, erase the virus, and all that kind of stuff. So, also, they have certain little files that keep your hard drive working efficiently. So it's not just like, oh, well, I want 2 terabytes. You're not going to get it. If you want 2 terabytes, it would have been smart to do 2.5 terabytes, because then you get 2 terabytes. I know what I'm talking about, because I got a 3 terabyte. Yeah, I think it's a 3 terabyte. I got a 3 terabyte Seagate, Sailgate. I don't know what brand it is, but I got a hard drive connected to my Xbox One, and it works fine. It was missing a few gigabytes, but who cares? It still works. So, main reason it is, to answer your question, is because of all the files that are on it before that. So, next question. Oh, this guy's an idiot. I had to grill this guy. My dad bought me an iPhone X, but I want a Nintendo Switch. Where can I trade it for the Switch? This guy is the second biggest idiot I have seen. I mean, I've seen someone lick an electric fence just for shits and giggles. And this kid, his dad bought him a iPhone X. That thing is over $1,000. Over $1,000. And then he's like, I want the Nintendo Switch, should I trade it? If you trade the phone I was looking at when I was looking at new phones, I've looked at the iPhone X and I entertained the thought. Of buying one. And the phone I wanted, the model and all the capacity I wanted, it became $1,299.99 for the phone itself. That did not mean anything for coverage. And if I wanted to pay to own, it would have been $149 every month, along with my basic plan. Yeah, I'm not doing that. And this kid is so spoiled, he wants to go, oh, I'm going to trade it in for the Nintendo Switch. If you trade that son of a bitch in for the Switch, you're still going to have about $900? Maybe less if you want to get the games. Let's say, for the sake of argument, $700. You'll have $700 extra. Are you going to get that back to your dad? Or are you going to spend it on more games? I mean, come on. Your dad went out of his way, out of his pocket, I bet, to buy you this iPhone X. And you're just gonna pretty much sit there and say, fuck it. No. No. Keep the iPhone X. Save up your money and buy the Switch. You should not trade it for the Switch. The iPhone X is... I mean, oh my god. It's expensive. There was a meme online that said, how would you like to pay for your Nintendo Switch? And it showed a picture of a kidney as one of the payment options. It's like, ugh. Is this what we become as like the next generation? I got a $1,200 phone. That's $1,200. I'm gonna trade it in for a $300 gaming system that sucks shite. I mean, I'm thinking about getting the Switch just for 2 games on the go, because I can hook it up and have my map on my system and hook it up back and forth so I can be on the go, have my Minecraft map on it, work on it on the go, bring it home, connect it, and I can save it to my Xbox. And also Skyrim, just because I like Skyrim. I haven't played in a while now. I need to get back into it. So, where can I trade it for a Switch? You idiot! The answer is GameStop. And if you do that, I hope they laugh in your freaking face. This kid has to be like 10. Next question. Yeah, what's that? I gotta widen up a little bit. Okay. I lost Lydia in Skyrim, and she's nowhere to be found. So I recently bought this guy spelled Skyrim wrong, but Skyrim for the Switch and decided to make it like my old level, so I was going to marry Lydia. But I can't because I didn't buy a house in Riften yet, and I haven't been to Riften yet to buy the Amara. Then when I finally reached Riften and bought it, I realized she disappeared. I don't know what happened. I tried looking in my Breeze home in Whiterun, which I bought after I realized she was missing, so I can't make her my house clerk. Checked the Hall of the Dead catacombs, and she wasn't in there, so I know she's not dead. She's not in Dragon's Reach, but when I asked another to come with me, they did, and they followed me around and everything. So I don't know what to do because she's also carrying a lot of ingots and hides. Has this happened to you before, and how do I fix this glitch? Jeez. One, I believe Lydia is your house Carl when you buy Breeze home. So you shouldn't have had her before anything, so. And best thing to do is, if you remember your save when you last saw her, your last save, you can jump back to it, figure out where you left her, because you can go to the next save, and if she's gone, you know where you left her. And then jump back to your original game, like to your original save where you were before, and just go back to that point. I don't believe it's a glitch, because you need to buy its Breeze home before you get that. So that's mine. I don't think it's a glitch. So I'm sorry if it's not really helpful what I'm saying, but that's my best. That's my input. Sorry. Next one. Why are there no cheats on GTA Online? And if I paid Rockstar Games $10 million, would they make a special cheat code for my player on GTA Online? 1 second, please. Sorry about that again. To answer this question, the reason there are no cheat codes in online is because when you're doing a code, it messes with the game's programming. Reason why when it says, do you want to save, you have cheats initiated, this might mess up your save. It means that it's going to mess up your save. It means that it's going to mess with the rest of the game. Because you're adding different codes that mess with different programs. So, and the reason that they don't do it online is because if you do it online, then you're really messing with not only your character's online profile, which changes every second you make $1, but you're messing with other players. So even though you paid $1 million, if they make a cheat code, it's not only also going to be for you, it's going to be for everybody. So if they say, oh yeah, we're going to put cheat codes in, tank is going to be YY, BB, AY, BB, left, right, 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 left, right, A, B, Y. That has to be for everybody. It's not going to just be for you. And the other thing is, why would you want cheat codes in that game? You got hackers. Hackers are everywhere nowadays. And they mod the game so they have Iron Man armor, so their planes and shit don't get shot down as easy, so their person can fly. I mean, they mess with the game so much. I mean, if you want to get a cheat code that only you can use, go be a hacker. And by the way, hackers freaking suck because they ruin the game for everyone else. Next question. Why on Xbox you have to pay to play, but for PlayStation it's free to play others online? And this was a big thing back when I was in high school, back in the late 2010. Back in the early 2010s. I graduated in 2014. The thing about it is, back then, the pay-to-play online was so much safer because you had so many people watching your account. The reason you pay is because then they give that money to somebody to watch your account. And they constantly watch it. If they see a random activity, like say you're playing Skyrim for 122 hours and suddenly they see, oh, this guy just bought a game that involves happy little ponies. That can't be you. Or if they see someone suddenly take out $100 from your account, they know, that's not you, and they stop it. PlayStation, they didn't have that. Now they do for what they were planning on doing it. Anyway, I don't know if they did or didn't, but they wanted to make it so everyone had a say, everyone had protection. And the best thing that made me laugh, back in 2013, back when the Xbox One was originally out, I had the Xbox 360 still, when they were still making the games for both. And I found out that the Xbox One, the PS3, 4, and the Nintendo Wii U and the Nintendo Wii were all hacked. The 360 was the only system that survived the hack. And it was amazing to me because it's like, holy shit, I actually was safe. Nice. So, PlayStation, then after that, when they were talking about enhancing the PS4 to the PS Pro, they said, we're going to add, make it pay to play online. Which would be good because then they could hire more people to watch the servers. So that's the reason why Xbox pays and PlayStation doesn't. Next question. Is it possible to play GTA Online completely alone? By this I mean, is it possible to play without any other players on the server? Yes, there is solo session, but it cuts back on what you can do. Like, you can't do CEO work, you can't do business with the MC enterprise, you can't do gun running, you can't do a lot of that stuff. But what you can do is you can do MC contracts. If you and a couple buddies want to go in and do some contracts, you guys can do that. You have invite only, which allows you to invite certain people in, but it's the same thing. You can't do a lot of stuff. And if you're able to get it, if your internet is shitty like mine, sometimes you're able to get, and I speak from experience because me and my friend Beans, Big Diddy, usually do this, and we cross our fingers for it every day. We wait until everyone leaves because they go do jobs and they just don't come back because they just keep playing jobs. When they do that, me and Beansy just go in and we just go to town. We sell our stuff, we get our businesses, we resupply, we just work. And when the moment we see more than like 2 people come in and they start chasing us, we stop. We just turn and start just shooting everybody. Me and Beansy go hide up. We work together then. It's like that. It's very simple to be able to go and be online alone. It's just how you want to be alone. Because the solo and the invite only and the private, that cuts back on what you can and can't do. And you can always go do jobs and with friends that you invite and then go right back into the invite or solo or private server, your private server that you made. And the way to do that is go into the regular game, into the regular story, then go hit start, go over to online, then go down to create session, and you'll be able to find what you want there. But you lose a lot of your ability and a lot of your freedom. So be mindful of that. Next question. Should I buy PUBG or LA Noire? That's actually a toughie because I've played LA Noire and I've seen people play PUBG. It depends on what you like. Because either way, they're both shooter games, but not in the same sense. PUBG is more of a survival, hunt and kill other players. It's an online game. And it's kind of like Call of Duty if you were online. While LA Noire is more of a story game, kind of like GTA 5, but you're the police instead. So it's, oh, you want to go catch a criminal or you want to go catch a criminal? Oh, we can get into a gunfight with them if you want to get into a gunfight. And it's set back, I think, like in the 50s, or early 60s. I mean, yeah, I don't know what age it is, but it's very, yeah. So, personally, because I played LA Noire, I know how awesome the story is, and I love it. And PUBG is okay, but I would rather play LA Noire, so I would say go with LA Noire, even though it is $10 more than PUBG. And that's on Xbox One. I don't know what it is for PlayStation. So, next question. How many years did it take Sledgehammer Games to develop and produce Call of Duty World War II? So Sledgehammer Games, I don't know how long they've been around for, but I do know that Call of Duty has been working with World War II games. Like, they played in that era, went to Vietnam. They even did a little bit with Rising Sun and Medal of Honor. And they've been working with World War II games for a long time. And I remember Call of Duty 3. Yeah, Call of Duty 3, you were in... Oh, God, I want to say you were in, like, into the later part of the war, where the Russians were actually our allies, where we were finally starting to fight the Germans more on their lands. So it's been around for a while, the idea of, hey, let's go back to World War II. Let's go back to World War II. And I think they're bringing it back to World War II now because, oh, we have all these new players who have never played Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty 1, 2, 3, Medal of Honor, Rising Sun. Oh, we never had anyone play Call of Duty Airborne. We never had anyone play any of those games. And the newer generation are just like, screw it, new game, must play. And it's gotten to the point where it's like, for me, I've seen all these original games when they came out, like, hey, you want to play some Call of Duty 3? Sure. Hey, you want to play Call of Duty 4? Same game. And the only difference between all these Call of Duties now is the weaponry and the time set. Because before, they were going further and further and further into the future, where we had exoskeletons, and then Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, I believe it was. Yeah, Infinite Warfare, or was that something else? No, I think that was it. But yeah, then you went into space to fight. We don't have soldiers in space except for the astronauts. Like, I've never seen people fighting robots with machine guns and AK-47s and that kind of stuff up in a space station. So, and then after that, when they saw what Battlefield was doing, what Battlefield was doing, they went all the way back, boom, to Battlefield 1, which was World War I. The original trench warfare, where they had all kinds of stuff. And then Call of Duty's like, well, they can't upstage us, watch this. And they released WW2, World War II. World War II, I believe it was the bloodiest war that the U.S. has ever been a part of. We lost so many brave men. And I believe some women when they snuck in or when they were medics. Because I don't believe women at that time were allowed to be in the army as actual soldier foot grunts. So, yeah, I don't know how long it took Sledgehammer Games to develop it, but my bet is they followed off old guidelines and remastered everything like that. And brought old games from World War II to the present. So, next question. Tips for Skyrim. Hi, I'm about to play Skyrim, and I'm a little confused about the character build. I'm aware of Elder Scrolls universe and about the character creation with all the signs and the classes. Is there a way to learn about the classes and what choice should I make? Thanks. I really don't know the classes. Like, I know there's the High Elf, the Dark Elf, the Wood Elf, the Argonian, the Orc, the Nord, the Red Guard, and the Kashyyyk. And the Imperial. But, I don't know much about the classes. I know that, a few of them have... Yeah, I know that Nord and a few of them all have a type advantage over the others. Like, Nords have a battle cry, and they also have a resistance against cold. So when you're out and about and you're fighting, like, say, those frost things, I don't remember what they're called, the little ghosty things that can bite you. Oh, the wraiths, the frost wraiths. That makes it so you can fight them easier. While the Kashyyyk, the cat people, they have higher sneak, so you can sneak around a little bit. The Red Guard can easily find more gold at the bottom of the chest, so you can get more gold. I know most of the elves have different types of magic and magic absorption. The Argonians can breathe underwater and I believe are immune to poisons. I don't remember. And I think the Orcs have the Blood Bond, which allows you to go into any of the Orc strongholds and that kind of stuff. So, personally, whenever I start, I always go with Nord because it makes me feel like, oh, I'm actually playing the game. Yay! And I name my guy, like, Nordic names, like Asger River Axe, something like that. Damn alarms! 1 minute. Whoever's playing the drinking game of this, you now must take 4 shots. 1 for the original alarm, second for the second alarm, and then now for the 2 alarms that just went off at the same time. Whoever's playing that drinking game, please enjoy. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, personally, I always make it the Nord, but I honestly should say if you're gonna go out, and it also depends on your class. I would say go and be an Orc, because Orcs can make a lot stronger armor and more powerful weapons. because orcs can work with metal. In the lore, says that orcs can work with metal way better than people. So that's what I say. If you want, look online too. There's a lot of informational videos. There's a lot of informational like Reddits. So always look into them too before you make any large decisions. Next question. My sleep schedule is fucked up by Skyrim. How do I get back to normal? One, I hate to say it, but you have to you gotta man up, you gotta woman up, whatever you gotta do. Stop playing Skyrim during the nights. This is what happened to me back in high school when I started getting into Skyrim. My sleeping schedule got messed up with work and school. So here's what you're gonna do. For the first week, when you come home, play it for an hour. Set a time you want to go to bed. Say like me, I go to bed every day at 8 a.m. because I work nights. So what I do is I can do whatever I want up until about 7:45. Then I start getting ready for bed, and I'm in bed at 8 o'clock. I don't touch my phone, I don't touch my tablet, I don't look at the computer, I have my TV facing away from me, so I have to sleep. It's not, I want to see the next episode, I gotta see the next episode. No. I'm done, and I fall asleep. Do that for a week. Then, push it back to whatever, push it up an hour. That way you have an hour to game on Skyrim, and then you have an hour to do everything else, like eat, go to the bathroom, take a shower. Then, 15 minutes before, do it again. And keep doing that. Do that for about a month. Reason being, after 21 days, your body is trained to go and get this amount of sleep. Go and get this, go do this, go do this, go do this. So, go with that. Like, right now, I'm getting back into my sleeping schedule along with recording now. So, and remember, it's okay if you mess up like a day or two, but don't let it become a habit. Okay? Next question. I have a Skyrim question. So I have a question about Elder Scrolls Skyrim 5's. Yeah, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. I was level 30 or 40, something in the old game before I made a new one. I got a quest to go to somewhere else. I don't know if it was a continent or another country in Tamriel, but upon arrival, the guards were wearing all elven armor and there was snow everywhere. Water for miles, and there was a Jarl in a town village I went to. I pocketed the person. Successfully, the inn and the town village was on the ground. The houses were nothing but stone. There was a blacksmith. I don't know. Please help me. Well, originally, when I read this, I first think, they're talking about the meeting that you go to when you're helping Delphine investigate the Thalmor. But really, I think I know where they're going for. It's that continent that you go for Dragonborn. Not Tim. Selvenheim? I don't remember what it's called, but you have to go there to meet with the Dragonborn who sent out assassins to kill you. And this is matching up pretty well. That's very easy to go. All you do is you jump onto the map, go back, and you will go right back into Skyrim. So, yeah. And I'm running a little bit out of time. How much time I got? I still got 7 minutes. So, next one. Should I play Wither 3 or Skyrim? I've never played Wither 3. Apparently, it's a very liked game. But Skyrim. Play Skyrim. You should always play Skyrim. Hail the Rebellion. Next question. You can't be serious. This is going to be probably the last question. I know I got a ton more. Why is the new Call of Duty game called World War II? This kid's dumb. This guy's almost as dumb as the iPhone X guy. The reason it's called World War II is because it's based off of World War II. It's not like, let's make up a whole new world and have 2 world wars. Oh, yay! You're in school, I bet. You should have learned. There was a First World War, the war to end the war, end the war, to end the war, all wars. And then there was World War II, the bloodiest war the United States has ever been in. Pearl Harbor, the Holocaust, Adolf Hitler, FDR, Churchill. We will fight on the land, the beaches, in the air, and we will never surrender. Come on. They made movies about this stuff. You see, this has to be a troll question. Oh, I guess I don't have any more questions. Guess that was the last question. So, I still have to waste 6 more minutes of your time to tell you guys about something else. Like I said in the beginning of this episode, Logan Paul has finally resurfaced on YouTube. He finally made a video, and he not only talked about suicide in a better way than what he did, but he also wanted to let you guys know. He put into the description of the video the hotline for if you have mental illness and thinking about suicide. Also, there is a texting on there. I'm not going to put that in my video because I'm not that big. This is just pretty much going to be a slap in the face to him for trying to do something good. But personally, like I said, he's starting to do better. He understands he made a very, very big mistake. As I've said to him, he's a maverick. He wanted to go, when people say left, he goes right. Bad thing was, this time when he went right, he went into a restricted area where he pretty much blew up. He blew up that kind of thing. So I hope he learns from that mistake and he begins his... I know it's going to be a long time before everyone forgets or forgives him pretty much, but a lot of people, like especially famous people, they wanted to jump on him, say, oh, he's an idiot, oh, he's a twat, oh, he's sick. How would you have reacted in that situation? Seriously? He made jokes because, like he said in the video, oh, it's a mechanism to help with the grief. Yes, it is. A lot of people do that. I remember back when my aunt died, all I could do was make jokes. Thinking, oh, this will make people happy. Ha ha ha. Oh, this will get my mind off it. Ha. No, it didn't help. But at least it helps you get through the recovery. Now he's doing this. He's starting to... He understands. He apologized twice. I have to admit the apologies suck, but he's trying. He is sincerely trying. He's apologized, and now he's trying to... And he even said in his video he's going to be donating $1 million to foundations that help fight against suicide and against mental illness like this. I mean, he's really trying here. I mean, I'm proud of him. He understands he fucked up. He completely understands that. And now he's trying to fix it. What more can we ask? It's like a parent. It's like a kid accidentally lost his little brother in the woods. The little brother runs out an hour later. The little brother goes, sorry, I found a stick I liked. You can't be mad at the kids. One, if they're young, then it's like, shit, I should have watched them better. If they're older, then it's like, why weren't you watching him? Oh, he was right behind me a minute ago. And then he fucked off. It's like, I will defend Logan Paul to a T on this. He did wrong, and now he's making up for it. So, I'm still going to be putting it into the, like, what we're going to be going is going to be hashtag YoLogan. Because I'm a supporter here. I know Rice Gum is supporting him, apparently. That was a video I saw when I was surfing around. I know a millionaire apparently is supporting him. I know Logan's brother doesn't approve, but he backs his brother up. I know his parents back him up. I mean, the guy's trying. You can't fault him for trying. I mean, he went out there thinking, oh, we're just going to camp out here. Oh, dead body. And he, as I've said in a previous episode, yes, he messed up by recording it, but still. Now that he's trying to work on it, let's cut him some slack. So, next week, I think I'm going to work on the prison a little bit more in the game. I think I might do some other stuff too, but let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Let's see what I got. So, yeah. I have about about 2 minutes left on this tape, so. One big thing you got to remember, I am going to be taking down most of that land. That's going to be a big thing. Like, if I want to say, oh yeah, I took down more land, I'm going to show the cut. Like me and Beansy, I'm going to show us cutting all that land back and replacing it with, like, if there's cobblestone on the ground level, we're going to cut that out, like mine it out and replace it with dirt. This is easily going to take a long time, and I'm going to be building stuff along the way. Like, if you guys saw, I started with started making a tower, and I flubbed up the building of it, but I'm going to keep trying to make stuff in this game. I might just add a ladder that goes up instead, and then have the stairs, ladder, stairs, ladder, stairs. That way I know people aren't going to just rush in and attack. Plus, me and Beansy have to make the, like, traps in the frost world. We gotta continue building the wall. We gotta pull that land back. It's just gonna be a very, very big thing we gotta work with. So, if anything, I'm just proud that we're not gonna be flubbing it up and just walking in the dark. So, oh, Beansy also wanted me to mention to you guys that in the next episode 37, we will be adding names to the to the cemetery. A few famous people died at the end of last year, and a few people died at the beginning of this year. And we have to do that in the next episode. So I'm at the end of my time, so thank you for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button down below, and remember, have fun playing in the dark. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night.
AudioMicro.com 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 AudioMicro.com